Shalom. This is the brothers of GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end, and to the few sincere Aqua diligently learning in silence. Shalom. And as the title of this lesson is the days of hearing the words, hearing this word of the truth are numbered because you just got so many different, avenues.
Well, let me do one thing. It's like, because I see there's already gonna be a issue with this damn thing. Yeah, go ahead.
You got so many different avenues which Esau is going to be coming at to, persecute the men of the Lord, persecute the truth. So we're quickly coming to the times to where, we're no longer going to be on the highways and byways. These video epistles aren't going to be online. What inspired this was this past Saturday at camp. We had a bunch of clearly ICE vehicles, passing by where we were at. Apparently, they kind of got the little base of operations close by, but they would park and you could tell they were observing us and, wanted to make a move. And, they're dealing with the Northern Kingdom right now. But now, Trump's talking about going after the Haitians, who are the Levites, Jamaicans, West Indians, which, whether you're legal or not, that's just going to give them open season to come against the Southern Kingdom as well as the Northern Kingdom. So, hey, you got a Operation Swamp Sweep down here, and we've been moving around with camp locations, looking for places back in the city. But with this thing coming up, that's just another indicator that even preaching in the city is numbered, and even in our other spots, it's numbered as well. So as we always tell you, sincere Akim and Aquat out there, hey, drink from these rivers of living waters while you still can, because hey, the doors of mercy are quickly closing. But yeah, we'll pick up with that Amos 8, 11 to 13, which goes into everything we're quickly coming into.
Oh, see, watch it.
Kind of.
Tug on the wire or something. Go ahead. Well, I got it. I get it for you. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11 says, "Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the words of the Lord."
Hey, the famine of the word, where we're no longer going to be out in public preaching and video epistles like this, no longer going to be online.
All right. And it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east." All right. "They shall run to and fro to seek the Lord, and shall not find it."
So, hey, once this famine of the word really hits, the Lord's really going to have to be dealing with you to come across, this word, or even come across the man of the Lord. So again, it's imperative that you take these last, few seconds, moments, and times where this word is freely available to get as much of it as you can, so that, as it says in Isaiah 33:6, this is going to be your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding during these times of Jacob's trouble, which we're quickly coming into. And, as the elder brother made a point Saturday at camp, where we were at, you always had Northern Kingdom, drinking, just chilling. And, they saw us, probably talking shit. Well, hey, there wasn't nary a Northern Kingdom to be seen at that location. So what? They were around, heard the word, and hey, some of them may have been caught, but they're definitely hiding. So we can see troubling times are coming. And you had the truth to let you know of these things and how they were going to come biblically right by you, but you didn't take heed to the word, which is going to be the case, 2/3 of our people out here. That verse 13.
Yeah. Verse 13 says, "In that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst."
Hey, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Our 2/3 of our people who didn't take heed to this word when these troubling times come, they're going to be looking for answers, but they're going to be spiritually dehydrated out here. And they're going to have to know it, as it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, after death by pain. The judgments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for not taking heed to this word. And we can see Nero 47, with these ICE and immigration raids is coming down like a cruel lord and a fierce king on you, northern kingdom first, and he's getting ready to come after the southern kingdom next.
I got another one.
I can get it for you.
2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse what it was, I think it was 4.
Okay.
Oh, you can get that other one. I think the other one, Ezekiel 3 and 24.
Which one do you want first?
Ezekiel cool.
Okay.
The other one I'm kind of ahead before I get to the point, but you can get to Ezekiel 24 and 25 point.
This is Ezekiel 3 and 24. Then the Spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, Go, shut thyself within thine house. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them.
Keep going.
Verse 26. And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house.
One more time, Baba Gasha.
This is Ezekiel.
This is the time to come in where the Lord's finna, basically the famine of word. The Lord's finna shut up, all right, this fountain of truth, and basically take his men off the streets, man, off the highways and byways. These same men is out here, and the elder Malcolm always starts off his videos by saying, and many other brothers, the brothers that's out there risking their lives, all right? Because that's one thing that we're doing. We out here risking our lives for the elect's sake, man, all right? And with that being said, those same men that's out here preaching and teaching that you're mocking and scoffing on the comment boards, whether in person too, these same men, the Lord is going to take us off the streets, and he's going to basically turn on the green light, man. And the green light is all hell breaking loose, and things start to really go down. Right? You read that one again, too, when you get a chance. But go ahead. What you want to say?
I'm just going to say to back you up. And this past Saturday was an indicator of the men of the Lord risking their lives, because what? You had the centurions out there, observing us.
Even the brothers, I was in the spirit of teaching. The brothers said they even put the drones out there on us, man. The drone was flying over us with the red and blue lights. The police, which where I stayed, they've been patrolling with the drones in the air too late at night. Whether they're doing surveillance or seeing the next houses they about to do raids on or what, but it's going down,
And this might be me looking too much into it, but when we got there, they had 2 Bibles on one of the tables where we were teaching at, with a bunch of highlighters and pens and everything. And some brothers that got there earlier said, man, that was there before we got there. And they were there for like maybe 45 minutes. So, hey, that could have been, them leaving a message, could be thinking too much on it. But
hey, but the Lord's with us though, man. Right? Whether they can't do nothing unless the Lord allows them to do. So we cool, man. Right?
This is Ezekiel 3 and 26. And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shall not be.
This will be dumb. We're gonna play dumb. We're gonna, in that time when all hell breaks loose, we're not gonna be in the mood or in the spirit of teaching, breaking down scriptures, all right, doing videos, all right. It's gonna be that time, man. All right, it's gonna be known that it's the time of the Lord. The Lord's gonna start really speeding things up more. Right? It's gonna be full blown evident. Go ahead.
And shall not be to them a reprover.
Yeah, we're not gonna be out here reproving you. We're not gonna be on the highways and byways teaching, wearing garments, bringing out the stick. All right, bringing out. Hey, you got the cord in the battery pack. All right, we're not gonna be out here doing this for too long, man. Whether on the streets or on this thing called the internet, the YouTube world, because they're gonna shut that off too. I showed this brother some information. before the video came on, which all this stuff is happening at a rapid pace. Furthermore, turn this into a digital police state. Well, I showed this brother what's going on with ICE, Palantir. You can bring that information out too if you want. With Palantir, all right, they making a database for surveillance. They even monitoring things that you see on the internet about ICE, whether it's be good or bad. They monitoring all that shit. Which we've been to. Well, I'm gonna say this: the apostles, and the bishops under the apostles have told you a long time ago that the internet world is nothing more than a CIA database, man, FBI database. And what they finna do with Apple and all these Palantir, Oracle, they're really about to make that move with this what is call it, AI, this AI based computer system, man. This basically like a server. They can find your medical records and find out everything about you, where you're going. They even say they know where your whereabouts at and where you possibly gonna be going. But break it out, huh?
This is according to the American Immigration Council, ICE is working with Palantir for its massive data tracking with a program called Immigration OS to help with deportation and immigration raids. It will connect social media and phone data for tracking.
Yeah, it's gonna connect social media and phone data for tracking, man. What's gonna speed up things with this digital ID, speed up things with ultimately the mark of the beast, man. We tell you all the time that one of the key things within the mark of the beast is they want to know your whereabouts. And what they were saying too with this new ICE system and this software that they have, just like they did with the C-19, going back to 2019, just like with that information or that. Y'all remember back when if you had the how can I say it? If you had the OOE and you were just running around, your phones would pick up that you have this the OOE, and if I go around him, the phone will pick up that I've been around him. Well, this new information with AI and this Palantir, they're doing the same thing with the ICE people. All right, they know who you've been around. All through these goddamn things, these goddamn phones, man. So we're in a time of heavy surveillance. All right, police state, and they basically. Cause I'm gonna say this, we always tell you this all the time, which is true. Anything that you see right now, they've been had it. They're just going through the steps of making it seem like, oh, we coming with it. Y'all been had it. 40 years. Most of this shit that you see, the government come out with, didn't have that shit for 40 years, man. They have mastered it, and they just bring it out in stages, man. So we're looking at what y'all brother said all the time, totalitarianism, blah blah blah. Totalitarianism, all right. A heavy police state, a heavy digital surveillance state, which you can see. Like they got some database here through the law enforcement where they can tap into any camera on the side of these buildings, on the side of the storage unit building. They can pick up all type of shit, man, at one time. And I have some other information too with China. I think China even call this shit Skynet. And the people that's going, I'm gonna find that video. Yeah, well, I can't do it because I'm on the wrong phone. But I'll bring that information out back again. The people that's in China with Skynet is the same people that's gonna be working over here, and they're gonna bring that same system to America. Or it's already here. It's a Skynet program, a digital program. Go ahead.
And what the brother was talking about, during 2019 to 2021, they contact tracing, where it's like if you were not feeling well and went around people, it would ping and let other people know, hey, he's not feeling well.
Yep.
And with this technology that they're talking about using to track, people's information and illegal immigrants, in the back of what the brother was saying, the technology been around. They were probably testing out this technology, back during Iraq and Afghanistan, to find so-called terrorists and stuff like that, tracking the phones, having the drones around, watching everybody's movements. So everything, they got all the kinks out of the system. They're just massaging it over here into American citizens. So once they really hit the hammer, hey, everything's going to be locked down quickly.
Yeah. Like I said, we already in a soft stage, mid stage of a police state, man. Right along with, you can't tell the military force from a regular police officer from an ICE unit, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they running around like they in Tijuana, some goddamn well, man. Medellin.
Damn favela
Yeah.
in Brazil.
And you dummies out there, you copper tops and drones, you cool with it. You used to it, man. By now, you used to it. Oh, that's just them. They could cover their face up. They look like the military, right? And sooner or later, you're gonna be full blown in it, you know. And then from there, you're gonna want answers. Oh, I remember back then there was these crazy guys on the block, hollering and screaming at people. They were saying things like that. Let me go find them. And you ain't gonna find us. Poof, gone. Dog's gonna take his men clean out the way, man. And everything that come down on you, you gonna deserve it too, man. Especially the Lord's people. The 2/3 of you that's not right. All right, you people that are caught up in this world, whatever come down on you is gonna come down, man. You know, go ahead.
I got that 2 Esdras 5 if you want to.
Yeah, you can get it if you want.
Kind of
go into the same thing, 2 Esdras 5. You can go to about 11.
Kind of. I'll start at verse 9. And the 2 Esdras 5 and 9. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber.
Yeah, in the times when all hell breaks loose, man, it's not gonna be no truth to be found out here. Like I said, the waters, the living waters of truth, all right, and understanding and knowledge of the Most High is gonna be turned off, man. All right, and it's gonna be all go. That's what a lot of you think, because we done had a couple of guys, like this one particular guy, we call him Bart Simpson, because he looked like a black Bart Simpson, literally. Right, that guy was in the mood. What he told us, he wanted to wait to the last minute.
Yeah, when a brother brought out, some shall come in at the last second, he kind of paused and did like that smile Jake does, and it's like he repeated, it's like, oh, at the last second, like I'ma just wait. No, nigga, you're gonna die.
Yeah, this ain't for play, man. That's why the scriptures also say that that day shall creep up on a lot of you as a thief in the night. All right, suddenly it's gonna happen, man. With no warning. What a warning is. We are the warning. All right? We are the what did it say? The spiritual alarm system.
The watchman.
The spiritual surveillance system, man. We telling you. We just like the scripture says in Isaiah about them dumb dogs that cannot bark, those so-called religious leaders and people that you look for answers for. Them niggas are dumb dogs that can't bark. We are those dogs that have been barking and warning. All right, and giving it to you straight. Okay, but what you do, you fan the hand at us, man. Oh, it ain't that serious. Oh no, I got time. How you got time and it's really going down in front of you, you know? Go ahead.
Hey, you got other Israelite groups talking about the Gentiles can make it, but these very same Gentiles are gonna be the ones putting a foot in your ass soon enough.
Yeah.
Verse 10, and shall be sought of many.
What's going to be sought of many is truth. It's going to be sought of many in that day. All right? Go ahead.
And yet not be found.
And what?
And yet not be found.
And not be found in that time, man. Because the days of this truth, the days of prophesying on these highways and byways, and the days of giving you this knowledge on this internet is numbered. Okay? You can see it. The internet switch is getting ready to be pushed. The lights. The time frame on these lights that you run up and down the street with on the highways, and they have the luxury of doing this, turning off in your house. Them days are numbered, man.
It's already starting to happen. People are losing power and having blackouts here and there because they say because these AI data centers sucking up so much energy.
No, but we know they got a Project Zypher, and you can go look that up. Well, try to look that up because they did a lot of scrubbing of the internet of that. There was a program going back 4 years ago called Project Zypher that they have been doing. All right, making you think that your power is turned off in your city. Whole while they're using it as a tool for that day when they come and snatch up a lot of you that know the truth, man. All right, like the guys like Dabu 777, even ourselves, they plan on using it as a cat got stuck in the tree and messed
Got
the lights.
electrocuted.
Yeah, some shit like that. And over time you're used to it, and then it'll be a big grid, a big old power grid go down, and then in the dark of night they're gonna kind of come snatch up those people that have the truth, man, or they feel deemed on their list. All right, but go ahead.
Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. Verse 11. One land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be it ain't gonna be no truth there. All right, it's not gonna be those times again, because them times have came and gone, man. You know, that's why you have to be. That's why the scripture talks about it. Those that coming into the truth now are gonna have to be of a quick learning, quick understanding. All right, because things are moving so fast, man, to where you gotta come in hitting the ground running.
Damn near pre-prepared.
Yeah. And we understand too, you're gonna have brothers and a few sincere sisters that's gonna come in in the last seconds. Did you have something else?
Kind of, I got something. But hey, but what the brother's saying too, a lot of y'all that know the truth, may even be teaching the truth. Now's not the time to be lollygagging yourself. Being in that slothful spirit. Everybody's got to be firing on all cylinders right now.
That's right.
But this is Ezekiel chapter 7. I'm going to start at 25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet. But the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the ancients. Just like
No. I was trying to find some. Then you can break it down.
Kind of as it said in verse 25, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace and not find any. And they shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the ancients. You're gonna have the true men of the Lord. They're gonna be shut up, as we brought out in that Ezekiel 3. Your tongue shall cleave to the roof of your mouth. And hey, you're going to see that these other, these false prophets and teachers out here, they're not going to have much to say. A lot of them are going to take off those garments and pretend to be civilians when they see the heat really turn up, and throw, their congregations under the bus. Verse 27, the king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. So from the Jakes at the top of society all the way to the average, Jake out here working a 9 to 5. I will do unto them according after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them. And they shall know that I'm Yahweh. Came with this scoffing energy, not taking the word seriously. Well, the Lord's going to bring that exact same energy back to you when he shall mock you when your fear cometh, and laugh when your calamity hits you.
Yeah, man. Because it's coming. All right? The way some of you have that dreaded look on you just by seeing some of these troops and things you see on the internet. What's going to happen when what's going to happen when it's in 4K in front of your face, man? Turn it down. What are you going to do when it's in 4K in front of you? Right? When they're grabbing you up. All right? And that's not just for the Northern Kingdom. That's for you Southern Kingdom too. That's for you average everyday you Moabites and you Ishmaelites. I got some about me. Spooking, running, hiding. All right.
Then they hem up some Moabites down here.
Yeah, they hemmed up some down here too. Yeah. This is y'all America, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Con.
And we didn't told you we're in that time when they gonna full blown call out and bring out martial law, man. And rolling it out in stages. Go ahead, Doc.
Kind. I got one more.
That's cool.
Kind.
Yeah, ain't no problem, brother.
This is Ezekiel 33. I'm gonna start at verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from Yahweh.
Where you at?
I'm at 31 now, but Ezekiel 33.
Go ahead.
And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, they hear the words. A lot of them, you see the men of the Lord on the highways and byways. You see the videos. You watch them. You comment. You do it all, man. You might even throw in a scripture or so. All right, but you when it comes to getting off that couch, getting off the sofa, all right, finding out what the men of the Lord at, you would not do it. You would not come out. All right. So go ahead. The Lord gonna tell you.
And they come unto thee as my people. Oh, yeah. And they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they shew much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. It's just entertainment to you. Hence why, you got all these other groups out here that got the numbers, which, at the end of the day, numbers don't mean a goddamn thing. But what they hear what they want to hear. That half in the world, half in the truth ideology out here. Well, what the Lord's coming with, that harsh separation is going to come. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that heareth the pleasant voice, and they can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. Here's the point, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, well, what cometh to pass? Lamentation, mourning, woes, civil unrest, race wars, martial law, mass death, starvation. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Right.
But for the majority of you, hey, it's going to be too late at that point. You're going to, again, 2 Esdras 9, then shall you know it after death by pain.
I got one for you, and I got two on the comment board for you. This is the one I had. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36. I'm gonna start at 14. It says, moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and pollute the house of the Lord, which had hallowed in Jerusalem. And the Lord Yahweh of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betime and sending, because he had compassion of his people and of his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets, until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy.
Hey, happened in the past. Jake following after the ways of the heathens and being a reprobate. The Lord sent the prophets. Jake slew the prophets and didn't take heed to the word. And then what? The judgment came. The Lord brought the other heathen nations down on you to, break you down and put you in captivity and kill a lot of you. It's going to be no different today. But this is going to be the final ass beating for you, Jakes, and it's going to be the worst. Jacob's trouble, the time like no other, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. But those that are going to have that standard lifted up for them is going to be the elect. Those that have been taking this grace period and this time of repentance to get themselves right with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, seeing the seriousness of the times that they're in.
Yeah, brother, the good one he had was this one. Proverbs 1 and 25 and 26. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and will have none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamities. I will mock when your fear cometh.
So hey, you were laughing, mocking the men of the Lord, ultimately mocking the Lord by not taking the word seriously. So what? When these judgments come upon you, the Lord's going to be laughing at you. And who's he going to be laughing at you through? His men.
Yeah. Ultimately, man. And then all these different gods and deities and different ideologies that you have, you ain't gonna be able to run to them.
Democracy, capitalism, feminism. How's that going to save you when you're starving or you got a jackboot kicking you in the face?
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's gonna be too late.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what all you had, you can send us out.
Kind. You said there was another one on there. Was that?
Yeah, I think it would kind of pass it though. They had this one.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, shalom to the Akim on the
Shalom.
comment board. Yahweh Shim Yashai, Barakathon, Shalom. And hey, with this lesson, we hope you sincere Akim and Akwat were edified. But before we get out of here, again, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. Shalom, Baba Ball, Kwam Yashrala.
Shalom.
Shalom.